Whoa. I don't want to be doing the match stuff. How did that happen? I do not know how that happened. Okay, so I'm home, and I took one long walk around the boulevard, or the Walk of Fame, however you want to call it. And I don't know. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next. I contemplated, what do I do next? And I can't think of anything else productive to do. So I got. Give me a second. What's up, Fonz? So, I don't know. I don't really know what to do with myself, I really don't. It's like I got nothing but opportunity in front of me. And I can't seem to be able to choose. And that's kind of what I'm struggling with. It's just it's okay. So here's what I'm dealing with. I got my life to a point where I got all this attention, right? I had all these people that love me, and y'all are awesome, absolutely awesome. But with that comes a certain form of utility, where it's I guess people, want to use me or whatever, and now. It's like I run into obstacles, and I guess I went too fast with the attention part. I went too fast with I put too much focus on making a name for myself and not enough focus on securing, I guess you could say, income. I don't know how else you'd say that. So now I'm just out here, and it's like society just keeps stonewalling me. And it's not even a disrespect thing. It's not even a matter of doing something wrong. I've been doing pretty good. It's just now that my name's gotten around in a good way, people know about me. And so I'll go somewhere and they already know who I'm, they already know it's me. And then I go to do something and they're trying to figure out what they can get out of me, and if I don't give them something, then they make it harder. It's the next, hurdle or whatever you want to call it. And I don't have it in me. I really don't have it in me to be jumping through all these hoops constantly.
Believe me.
And I'll tell you, it's really not fair, but I guess life isn't fair, What I can say is recently, some of what I've gone through, I got that retribution, I got that backup, I got people actually looking out for me and, making sure that people make good on their agreements with me instead of just leaving me out here to be destitute, But this isn't it. I'm not leaving. It's not happening. But something's got to give at some point. Somewhere's got to give. And I don't know if it's going to be meeting somebody. I don't know if it's going to be, just some type of luck. Some type of blessing has to come my way. And they say, well, you got to be a go-getter. Well, I'll tell you what, I am such a go-getter that I got all the way there, for the most part, without really any handouts. I've gotten plenty of hand-ups, but I tell you what, I haven't gotten too many handouts, which is good. That's the way it's supposed to be. But now I'm at the precipice of, like, something's got to give. And I thought, let me do what I did. Do I want to keep walking the walk and just keep going in circles? No. It's time for the next iteration of things, there's got to be something. And I figure the best thing I could do is dig my heels in and actually decide to just wait and let something come to me, and I figure I only got like 15% battery, so I can't talk for long, but I figure if I sit here and I talk to y'all, there's got to be, somebody's got to know somebody or know something, and maybe somebody could come my way, and I get it, people don't say stuff online or whatever, but maybe it just gets the signal out there. It gets something out there that somebody shows up and, but I don't know what else to do. Social media's got me a pretty good amount of progress in the past. I've done pretty good with it in the past. So I thought I might as well, what else am I going to do? And some people don't really like it. They're not a big fan of me getting on here. But I'm sorry. There aren't any other opportunities presenting themselves that aren't risky on a level that isn't healthy for me. I want to make healthy choices. I'm not trying to get myself in trouble or cause problems. Chantel, what's up? How are you? So I figure, let me go to my day ones. Let me hop on the internet and see if, if it might go somewhere from there. But this is Hollywood is my home. I'm not leaving. And I figure the only thing I have left to do is to come on here and talk to you guys. I have, I've come up, and that's good. But now I have to do something somewhere. There's got to be somebody in town that knows somebody that considers me talented enough to put me to work. I got my ID now, finally. So I guess you call that socially verified, as in I exist. I don't have people trying to say I'm another person now. I have my physical proof that I'm me. No more trying to steal my identity or any of that drama. I got plenty of people, plenty of you on here, that could vouch for me that I'm me. You recognize my voice, my patterns of speech, my behavior, my looks. I'm me. So, maybe somebody could just come and, someone that isn't the police could come and pick me up. I'm right here, and I'm ready to work. I'm ready to get put to work. And I had somebody tell me today. They said, well, I said, well, can you help me with because I want to get wanted to get my birth certificate mailed to me, but I don't have a proper address for that. And so I was told, oh, well, you have your ID, go get a job. I can't get a job with just an ID. You have to, and I don't know what people don't get about that. I could get something under the table, but it's eventually going to come back to me. And that's what some people don't understand with this amount of social attention. I can't just go get an under the table job. I won't. I will actually get audited by the IRS over $4,000. because when your name is worth as much as mine is, then they have an interest in trying to figure out how to leverage that and make money for themselves. So I can't risk it. I can't. So here I sit. And I got plenty of people willing to hide me. You know, like abundance. There's an abundance of people willing to hide me. But it seems to be slim pickings on people that are trying to put me to work. You know? Oh, there's plenty of people that are interested in having me sell drugs. But no offense, I don't do them. It's not my thing. So, sorry, I can't help you on that front. But if you want to give me like a real job, I'm a pretty good actor. I can sing really well. I am, for all intents and purposes, internet famous. And I guess I need that break, as they say. You know, like they say that you make it. You know, some people say, well, you make it for yourself. And I think in some ways that's true, but in other ways, you know, I had a conversation with somebody the other day, one of my former mentors, and he said to me, like, you know, you're in a situation where it's okay to ask for help. I said, okay, well, so that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm coming online and saying, hey, if there's anybody willing to put me to work, I'm sitting at the edge of, I'm sitting at Hollywood and Gower. And I've done all sorts of stuff for free, per se. But it would be nice to, you know, actually get put to work with a paycheck. You know, like I've grown a good reputation of being reliable in this town, which is awesome. You know, people know me to get the job done when it needs done. But like I need a real job now. Like I need to get put to the next step. You know, I've done my indentured servitude. I've done my gain the respect part of it. Now I need someone to actually put me into action. You know, ask around, put the feelers out there if you don't already know about me. And honestly, there's a lot of people that already do. So instead of, I'm not trying to start over. I'm not trying to go into the past of my life and like do everything over. I'm trying to move forward. So if you want to help me move forward, just come hit me up. You know where I'm at. I mean, I walk this walk and I'm not really anywhere else but this walk. So like, if you can put me to work, come put me to work. Because I got nothing else to do, literally. But the biggest thing right now for me is trying to avoid complacency. I want to get to work before I get lazy. Because in this town and in this city, especially in Los Angeles, food is abundant. You can find food wherever you need to. You can put your head down pretty much anywhere you want to. So it's too easy to get lazy when you know you don't have to do anything. And I'm in a situation where now that I have those connections, like I really don't, like if I don't want to do anything with my life, I literally don't have to. And if I want it, like I could literally go right now, get free housing, free food, and then get a short-term income from the government and then get a job from there. But the problem is with where my name has gotten to at this point, it's like I don't have an ability to be private. I don't. Like literally as soon as I got off that bus, before I even got to the bus, like 3 stops before I got here, there's people hopping. We're not going to go into it again. We already talked about this at the park. I need work. And I'll tell you what, people are talking about, well, we don't want beggars or don't want people begging. Well, how about somebody begging for a job? How's that sound? You know, like, I'm not asking for anything except a job. That's what I want. I want a job. So, I mean, I've asked around, but that's the thing is, like, you can't, without 2 forms of ID, you can't. It's not even possible. It's not even possible to get a job on this, on this walk without having 2 forms of ID. Because it's all legit business. So, now here I sit. Yeah. So I'm good and safe. I'm healthy. I'm safe. I'm well fed. I have a gut now. I actually have weight. It's good. It's really good. But I mean, I've come to the point where, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just asked the homeless man for a cigarette, and he gave it to me, and I started smoking and walked away. And I realized, like, I'm about to become a complete piece of trash unless I get a job. And there's really nothing else to it. I am not, like, I've hit my rock bottom, and I just found out that I could go lower if I want to. But I'm not going any lower if I don't have to. So I figure, Matt, thanks for the follow. I figure I might as well come online and talk to you. And like I said, just putting those feelers out there, maybe somebody will find me. I'm staying in Hollywood. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm very easy to find. No matter where you're at, come get me, say something, message something. I'm ready for work. It's time. You know, I'm coming out of hiding. There's no more. I can't. I seriously can't anymore. I can't. Because I haven't gotten myself into anything I shouldn't. And it's so available here, and I have to get to work before I end up in trouble. Because I know I'm going to end up becoming a felon if I don't get a job. Because there's nothing to do. There's plenty of opportunity to do the wrong thing, and all the sustenance in the world to, not have to rely on a job. And I'm a productive person, so one way or the other, I'm going to end up doing something. So I'd rather get a job before I end up getting in trouble. Bianca says, how is it out there? Absolutely beautiful. I mean, the weather is always awesome. It almost never rains. The nights are warm. People are friendly. There's plenty of tourists, which is really cool because you meet people from all over the world. It's perfect. I mean, for me personally, it's perfect. All right, so anybody? Any ideas? Because I got a nice change of clothes today, which is good. Couldn't get a shower, feeling pretty disgusting. But I changed, which is at least good. Like, people be so judgmental. I'm like, don't be judgmental because you don't know. Don't find out. I used to say it a lot more than I say it anymore, but don't find out what it's like, because you'll find out it's pretty tough. But all in all, I'm doing good. I got a little BO, like, excuse me, but it's just amazing how many opportunities it cuts you off from just to have a little BO. It's just like, I honestly can't believe it. I forgot how judgmental people were. I was away for a minute, but 2 forms of address. It's 2 forms of ID. So, like, the companies, like, people, they understand, but I legally can't be hired unless I have 2 forms of ID. Like, I can't get it. It's not possible. And it's like, okay, so pretty much you got to have 2 forms of ID, or you have to know people. The people that I know hire people with 2 forms of ID. So, like, all the connections that I built here are people that hire people with 2 forms of ID. And pretty much everybody else is just like, forget you. And or at least that's how it feels right now. Like, I said, they got me on a personal level, which is awesome. But on a professional level, it's like, I'm not considered reliable because I'm not, like, in the mix of street life. I'm not. So that's pretty much it. So there's any encounters with immigrants. This is America. There isn't a single person in this country that isn't an immigrant. This country is an immigrant country. We're all immigrants, literally. Answer is yes. I'm sorry, I got offended by that. So my battery's at like 9%, so I'll probably just let my phone die, and I'll go find somewhere to charge it, possibly. But I feel like I'm stuck, like I didn't know. It's like I've done all the stuff that I'm supposed to do. Me, thanks for the follow. I really have. Like, I've actually done what I'm supposed to do. And now I'm just sitting here waiting for someone to offer me a job. Because like the kind of jobs that I'm good for, you can't just go out and get them. It's the type that people come and get you. So I'm just going to sit here and wait to get got, I guess. And now I'm telling you for a fact, so there's no more avoiding me. I have to get hired. There's people that are pressing the people under them to make sure I get hired. This is the thing. So I'm to the point where I'm putting it up right on the internet. I know you guys love to record and and put that out there. Well, here you go. I'm living in Hollywood. I'm not going anywhere else. This is right where I'm at. There are no excuses to say that you don't know where I'm at or how to find me. It's time to put me to work. There's no avoiding it. And there's no more saying that I'm avoiding work because I'm putting it right on the internet in front of 279 people. And I know you guys are going to repost it to the masses. So that's it. Now you know. Word gets around. I'm awkward. I'm embarrassing. Whatever. I don't care. You put me to work for one day and you'll change your mind. All of a sudden, somebody's going to be very ready. But it's just about that first job. That's what it comes down to. Getting that first job makes all the difference. And then I put myself out there for 5 minutes and someone changes their mind in a good way. And that's how it worked with the internet. That's why we were able to build what we got here now. Is I put myself out there long enough and tried hard enough that people actually started to notice. And then, I start getting people that are contributing and sharing and having more interest. And I have it that way in Hollywood. It's just a matter of getting people to actually invest in me. It's the biggest piece of it is that, there's no other way to put this, but Hollywood isn't the Northeast. And now everybody knows that I'm from the Northeast. And I've changed and grown and I belong here. And now it's just about people getting acclimated to the fact that I belong here. And inviting me in more, and that's what it comes down to is people have left doors open for me and people have left keys for me, but I don't do it that way. I'm not going to invade your space. I respect your privacy and your space. If you want me in, invite me, physically show up and invite me. And it's not a matter of me thinking I'm some hotshot. It's not like that. It's quite the opposite. It's a matter of respecting what you got going on and being that, it doesn't feel right for me to just go and take it. Because you got, the old school people in the industry, that's how they roll. The people that are new to the industry, they go and they take it and they're doing what they do, But for me personally, I'm more old school, and I've gotten the opportunity to connect with a lot of the old school people in the area. It's just, I'm not old enough to jump into that. Right. So then the people that are my age aren't, they're waiting for me to take it for myself. And I could do that on the internet. I got no issues doing it on the internet, but in real life, it just doesn't feel right. It feels disrespectful to the people that run this town and the people that make the decisions in town. It doesn't feel right of me to just go and take it. It's not right. At least not for me. I can't, it doesn't settle right with me. So I'm out here, to say the least. What kind of work am I looking for? I mean, at this point, anything. I'll take any job right now. As long as I get a job, and as long as it's in Hollywood, it has to be in Hollywood. That's my main stipulation for reasons that are beyond my ability to discuss. It has to be in Hollywood. All right, we're gonna take a little walk, and I'm gonna see if this outlet still works. I'm gonna try to charge my phone. Laugh at me if you have to, but this is where things are at. West Hollywood. I mean, depending on how far. Like literally, I just hopped off the wall here, and my legs are like numb. So I don't know if I have a slip disc or what's going on my back, but like walking right isn't really working right now. I look like I'm like, for lack of a better term, it looks like I'm pumping the air when I walk. So like, not too good on that front. I've done so much walking over the past couple of years that like my body is shot, and until I have like a proper amount of rest and physical therapy and, you know, all that proper diet and exercise and everything, it's not really good for me to be walking too far. Like yesterday I only walked 10-15 miles, and my body is shot, absolutely shot. And I mean, I'll limber up and everything, but I'm still walking funny, you know, like no matter what, I'm still walking funny, and I have to get proper, you know, physical therapy so that I can start walking normal again instead of like wobbling around looking silly. What I will tell you is, from my upbringing and the way that I'm, you know, like who I am as a person, I'm not the type to sue people in reference to the whole, you know, the physical ailment part of it. I get how, like, you know, some people will do that type of thing, but it's really not my vibe. If it were my vibe, I'd probably be a millionaire by now. But I don't come at people like that. I would like to get a job and just move on properly. You know, like it's just, that's not a game. That isn't a game that I want to play. No offense to anyone that does. Like if that's your thing, that's your thing. But it's not my thing. Thanks, Barbie. This is only my second time live streaming on the Walk of Fame. The last time was all the way back in 2017. It was a long time ago. But it's amazing how, I'll tell you, the more your name grows. Now, this is me personally. Like the bigger I've gotten, the more difficult it's been to actually socialize and actually like do my social media, because like I don't really know why. Maybe it's just like the amount of social attention. I wasn't ready for it, and I thought that I could handle it a lot better than I do. And like, well, I did anyway. Like I'm getting better with it. Like I said, like I'm acclimating to it. I had to ease into it, and I'm very like to myself about it too. Like I can't have anybody else in it or into it or anything. I have to be doing my own thing. So I'm taking you guys along the walk here, and I've done, I can't even tell you how many times I've been around this Walk of Fame, how many circles I've done on this walk. And I can't say that I've done the best or looked the best, but I did a lot of good, and I'm proud of that. And now it's time to step into what I've earned. I just have to, like I said, get working. That's the main thing. And it's amazing to me how many people I see who don't have any interest in working and don't have any interest in having a job who get one. And then there's a lot of people who would love to be working who are having some trouble with it, you know? Thanks, Callie. How are you? And I thought about, you know, just doing a big reset on all the social media and just start from scratch and grassroots and everything. And then I got all the way home. And when I got to Hollywood, let's just say I wasn't forgotten, which I take as a compliment, but I also took it as a sign that it's not possible for me to turn back. I'm past the point of being able to, like, I'm not really able to I don't want to say hide, but that's kind of the word. I don't have an ability to maintain the privacy that I used to be able to maintain, unfortunately. But in some ways it's fortunate because, you know, it's been the plan the whole time, you know, is to be in front of the camera. But now that I'm in front of it, I gotta get paid, you know, I gotta do something getting paid. So I figure if there's anywhere in the country that I'm going to be able to monetize on the amount of attention that I do get, it's going to be Hollywood. Like, where else in the country am I going to have the greatest chance and opportunity to get put in front of a camera? Hopefully for the better, you know? You know, I came here, when I first got here, I humbled myself pretty hard. And I did whatever I had to do, and hopefully now I can step into something. But I'm not doing everything again that I did when I first got here. It's not happening. So, you know, people got used to me just giving and giving and giving, and that's good. You know, like I'm glad to have been so much help, but like, it's my turn to be selfish. It's my turn to live my own life. I mean, I pushed myself to the point of, like, my back giving out, you know, like, with my back giving out and, like, you know, practically being, just, anyway. Now I'm doing good. I got a good healthy weight to me. I'm starting to walk normal again. I'm getting there. And, I want to, should I say a 5th time or a 10th time that I want to get to work? That should make you a liability for any accident? No, why would I be a liability? Not at all. Not the slightest. Do you have any idea how many scandals exist within, you know, the community itself? My God, like, scandal is like a quarter of the industry. I'll put it to you this way. Yeah, I know. What was I saying? Darn it, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, no. If anything, my past is leverage for anyone that might be concerned about me not sticking to the job. And then also, you know, a considerable amount of income for anyone that knows how to leverage it towards, you know, growth towards my name. You know, that, like, that's what a lot of people don't understand about Hollywood is, like, everything is beneficial. Like, anything. You can use pretty much anything. The good and the bad can be leveraged towards the positive. So for me personally, what I've got is a small spot. It's nothing. And you got people that are C and D list that they're just fine. Just fine. On things far worse than my past. You know, so I'm not sweating it. I've also seen a good amount of live streamers on the Walk of Fame, so I'm not concerned about like that being an issue. But talking to you guys right now is more of a comfort thing. Believe it or not, it's not like I'm not talking to you right now trying to like I already told you, the main intention. But secondarily is like feeling safe and comfortable. Like I feel like I haven't gotten a proper shot. And I feel like people know that I really didn't. And I'm not sure what the excuse was, but now I'm kind of pushing to the point to make sure that there's no excuses left and that I get my shot here. Like a real shot, not like, well, you didn't walk through the door that we left open so we could claim you trespassed if it didn't work out. No, we're not doing that. We're not. I don't want to work with anyone that's not honest enough that, like, if you need leverage on me to give me a job, then I probably don't want to work for you. Probably. Yeah. So if that makes it a little more difficult, then so be it. It's not a matter of pride. It's a matter of my own personal character. I'm not better than anybody. I simply operate in a very straightforward, honest fashion. That's my personality. That's not a preference. It's who I am. And I'm not going to betray my own personality for, a deal or a contract that lasts for years. I'm not going to spend years of my life doing stuff I don't want to do because it's not going to behoove the business anyway. Whoever hires me is going to be disappointed in the work I do regardless because I'm going to be doing mediocre. I'll be doing a mediocre job because I'm only interested on a mediocre level. I got like 4%. But I'm going to see if I can't charge up real quick. A little trick I used to try. Might still work. We'll see. But I'll tell you, most of the people that I met when I first got here, they're not even here anymore. Most of them moved out of town, which is like absolutely wild. Like I came back thinking I'd see a whole lot of people I knew. Nope. Come back. I'll be a bit. I'm probably going to be able to stay live, actually. I just have to remember where the outlet was. There's an outlet somewhere here. Don't judge me, though, because like I'm kind of doing it off the cuff. I know there was one here. Where was it? Where was it? Darn it, it's not here. There was another one somewhere. It was like forever ago. But I'm trying to think of where it was. Oh man. I might not be I might have to shut down until tomorrow. Where is it? Where? Think, Jimbo, think. Where is that outlet? Secret song. Where is it? I can't remember. For the life of me, I can't remember where it's at. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh, I have an idea. I might know where one's at. See, that's the one thing they don't prepare you for. Is like, nowadays, there isn't really anywhere you can go and plug in public. There really isn't. So you either have to have multiple phones or be live streaming from the hotel room, or you have to have a giant battery in your back pocket. Like, I got a decent sized battery, and it still wasn't enough. I used up the whole thing. And you guys, I tell you, not a single one of you guys knows anything about the time that I spent on the street. And I'm not going to share too much of it, and I don't know how much of it is on camera or anything. But I may or may not have spent a minute or two out and about, and developed a bit of a reputation. And then it's interesting how that works. Is like the tough times that I went through built me the connections and spread my name to the level where people were willing to invest in me. So now, like, people are happy that I'm all cleaned up, and they don't want me to go back to being in a rough spot. But it's like now they're telling me do it myself. Well, that's not how it works. It's like the do it yourself part. What do you call it? The do it yourself part is not really a right now type of thing in my journey, you know? Oh, come on. Where are we at? Yeah, I got 3%. I'll find somewhere. Something good's coming. I know it is. I just got to keep counting on it. And I'll tell you the biggest struggle of Hollywood when it comes to opportunity is everybody, including myself, expects you to come to them. It's a thing. It's like a power struggle, you know? Like, everybody expects you to come to them. And so, I mean, I would like to think that for how far I've gotten my name, that, you know, I have come to them, per se. I came to Hollywood. I'm live streaming. Now hire me. I mean, how much more do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Why not? I know there's going to be somewhere, there will be some random outlet. Alright. And I have a feeling that once I do actually get to break into something, pun intended, that I'm going to get humbled pretty quick. Because I got like one piece of the puzzle, right? I figured out how to get my name big, and that's great. But the rest of it, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't think I know too much about. And I'm figuring someone will give me an opportunity, and it'll open up that part of the industry for me, and I'm going to meet a whole lot of people who know what they're doing, while I don't. I mean, maybe I do. I don't know yet. But I'm not going to know until I get through that door, whatever door it might be. And I have to learn a little more poise. I have to admit, you know, like, I've gotten over being cocky, which is good, but I haven't gotten over me being the center of my own universe. You know, I have to get over that. Like, if I decided to stay where I grew up, it would be different. But being out here, I went from being the big fish in the small pond to being a minnow in like a lake. So I have to, you know, curb my ego quite a bit more, even further than I did before. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of forget where I'm going. I know I'm looking for an outlet, but I forget where there was. Oh, freaking past it. That's all right. I'll turn around. But see, actually living here as opposed to just being a tourist, you kind of like, you know, a thing or two. I don't know too much, but I know just enough to get by. The phone's probably going to die before I get plugged in. But if it doesn't, then I'm here. And if it does, then I'll just catch up with you when I get the phone charged. But I have to admit, being reduced to having to live stream when I don't want to sucks. I'm always happy to talk to you guys. But like on a personal level, I'm not really in the mood, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then there's also trying to make sure that I talk to people that aren't trying to hand me on a silver platter to someone that I'm not supposed to be handed over to. You know what I'm saying? And that's tough. I have to say that's probably the biggest struggle. 1 second. Probably the biggest struggle I'm facing in the city is not succumbing to people who, for lack of a better term, sell each other out all the time. And I personally have gone through a good amount of struggle for not being willing to sell people out. It's gotten me loyalty and connections with people that are willing to put me on the mainstream track. But as you guys know, until recently, I've never been mainstream. And, you know, it brings us back to square one, what I was talking to you about when I first got on. But I'm going to go down the road here and take a turn and see if I can't hook up at the outlet down here if it's not being used. And if it is being used, I'm going to see if they might let me use it. Probably going to ask me for money. Don't currently have much. So that's going to be great, but we'll see what happens. So this is my home. I can't show you too much because we have some pretty good privacy laws here now, thankfully. I can't just put people on camera the way that I used to. But, yeah, it's all good. I am getting a little nostalgic. It's kind of nice. Like I said, though, the phone's going to just shut down more than likely before I get there. You know, and another thing, I really thought that California was like, and especially Los Angeles, I figured it was more like, I don't want to just say equalist, but equalist. It's actually it's rather traditional. At least the Hollywood area I find is rather traditional. Like most of the time, like I haven't had a single woman approach me. Not a single one. Like on a personal note, I haven't had a single woman approach me. At least yet. And most of the women that I've seen have given off, you know, the I don't want to say the attitude, but like the expectation of me approaching them. It's just like expected. Or if not to approach them, there it goes. You probably, as opposed to, like, do you hear me okay right now? Like, can you hear me okay? Or does it sound better without the headphones or coming through the headphones? Headphones or no headphones? For audio. Sounds great. All right, cool. So current dilemma. I'm out of cigarettes. I'm really not supposed to be smoking. I mean, like when I say not supposed to be smoking, I mean like really, I'm really, really, really not supposed to be smoking. But I can't help it. You know, I can't help it. I tell you what though, I get so mad because it's like there's places to charge my phone, right? And then there's always This is why. This is why there isn't anywhere to charge my stuff. Because people abuse the privilege and then we can't use it anymore. It makes me so mad. Anyway. Calms the nerves. Oh, absolutely does. Absolutely does. 1 second. Sorry, I got like really rude, weird people like surrounding me constantly trying to figure out how to get famous. It's called hard work. Please clip that. Please tell me you clip that. What? He gave me one. We're going with that. I'll tell you what. If you ever feel like, now this is to my, excuse me. This is to any of my audience who's a little more closed-minded. If you ever want to be a full-fledged human being, just try coming out to Los Angeles for a while. Change your whole life. Change as a human being, I swear to you. Like if you're racist, sexist, pretty much anything that has to do with being ignorant socially, come to Los Angeles and live here for a while, and you will like change. I just change as a person. There's no other way to say it. You'll grow up. You'll either grow up and mature, or you'll end up not staying. And you also become like very grammatically adept. Like you pay attention. Like I'm telling you, like before I came here, I just said whatever I said. However I would say whatever I would say is just how I would say it. And then I come here, and it's like I have to admit, you get like every word you say critiqued, pretty much every word. And it's not for the worst, as long as you're open to an education. And I have to say, I have learned to speak quite eloquently, as opposed to in the past. In the past, I, would just say things however I said them. And now, I'd like to think that I'm at least decently socially mature. But when I say it comes with the territory, I mean literally. It comes with the territory. I will say, though, is people in LA are exceptionally paranoid compared to most places. And that's not an exaggeration in the slightest. They're more violent than most and very paranoid. And I think it mostly has to do with COVID. Like I don't think it's anything except COVID. It's still my home, so like I'm just busting chops, But it's true, it's true, and I can't count myself out of that either. Now I have my moments. I definitely have my moments. All right. Sorry about that. Somebody's trying to hit me. The look on their face was just like, "Don't you want?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good. It's okay. Thank you, though." I guess I got my leverage now, so that's kind of cool. Here comes, okay. So this is something most people don't know about. It's called the Hollywood Partnership. And it is essentially a private security force that patrols the Walk of Fame. And they're really good at it, admittedly. It's kind of like when you're in prison and you're in PC. Like there's the police, but then there's also the Walk of Fame Hollywood Partnership. So it's like extra safe. I just figured I might as well, I'm not going to live in the past, but I'm going to let it come with me. It's my personal, preference. I've also learned to stand up for myself. It can be fun. Sometimes. Also fun I don't be, but like I'm pretty like a really really big dick, and I can't say that I have one. So maybe I'm like verbally compensating. Thought that would be funny. But I'm a really nice person. It's just socially I am pretty abrasive. I have to admit I'm pretty abrasive socially. It's not always for the best, but people be like, don't be that way. I'm like, how do I help it? Like, how do I change me? You know, I don't know how to change me. Like I've changed most aspects of my personality and like my life that to be like appropriate for society, I guess you could say. But there's some things for me that I'm not really good at changing. Like I am introverted and I can't help that. And I'm a dick and I can't help that. And I've tried to help I've tried not to be a dick and I just can't help it. I really can't. It's like I'm inherently dickish. But it's okay. People accept me and love me anyway, thankfully. But it's starting to get late. You know what? One thing that always amazes me about the Hollywood Walk of Fame is how during the day, there's like so many people, like an ungodly amount of people on the Walk of Fame. And then after the sun goes down and things get a little darker, it's almost empty. Like if I were to show you, there's literally like nobody out here right now. Absolutely, I agree with you. But I got 40%, 38%. So I got just enough to talk to you, and then I will. I'll double back and then probably call it a night. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to call it a night right now. Be safe. Well, thanks. Like, is it weird if I say that I'm pretty sure I want to be in Hollywood more than most of the people that live here? Because that's my honest inclination. Is like there's a lot of people that live here because like they, I don't know, just because they do or they came for business or whatnot, you know? But me personally, I love it here. I actually like being here. And it seems like there's not a lot of people that actually, that could actually say they like it here, you know? I hear so many people complaining, like people that live here, complaining about Los Angeles and complaining about California and complaining. Like, I had somebody today complain to me about how the soup kitchen doesn't provide the right type of food or something, that they only give chicken or something like that. And I'm like, mind blown. Because, like, you're getting free, like, we get at least 4,000 calories a day if you stay for seconds each meal. You get like 4,000 calories per day. And the food's actually pretty good. It's not like slop, you know? And then you get free clothing like 3 or 4 times a week if you really know how to find it. And, you know, you can essentially get away with sleeping on the street if you have to. So, like, what is there to complain? Like, there's no excuses. Like, my last piece of it, I have to admit the difficulty of having an address or getting an address. That is the one thing that has been a thorn in my side. But beyond that, I can't even come up with anything if I wanted to complain about for the most part. Like I could make stuff up to complain about if I really wanted to, but that would just be to complain with people who complain. I just never thought it would take this long to get a job. that part is kind of perplexing me. It's like there's a lot of opportunities around, but the thing is the employers are picky, right? People will say, oh, there's jobs everywhere. And there's job opportunities everywhere. Here's the problem. The employers are disastrously picky. So they'll have like almost no one to work for them, right? Like their workforce will be super slim. And then they won't hire somebody. Like they'll be like, oh my gosh, the whole business, like they'll let you'll have local businesses shutting down just because they don't want to hire someone particular. Like they're so particular about hiring people that they don't end up hiring anybody, and then the whole business closes down. And like I've literally seen it since living here, and it baffles me, And then these corporate these businesses that are bigger businesses, they'll have the same problem, but what they'll do is just overwork the people that are still that have the job. Admire how well your teeth are kept. Thank you. You know what my secret is? My secret to keeping my teeth healthy is not brushing my teeth. Kid you not. That's what I do. I don't brush my teeth. Because toothpaste is essentially just... toothpaste is actually really bad for your teeth. Because, okay, so your teeth are technically bones, but they're exposed and they're supposed to breathe. And what toothpaste does is actually puts a coating over your teeth, and that coating it actually makes your teeth rot faster. So like, I'll use, 1 second. No, thanks. Yeah. I mean, obviously pretty much everybody brushes their teeth. Me personally, I use like really soft bristles if I could. I don't use plastic, or not plastic. What do you call it? I guess it's plastic. What are the bristles normally made of? Plastic, I guess. But whatever bristles are made of, I don't use regular toothbrushes. Like I'll use a real soft bristle or soft charcoal, and then I'll brush my teeth soft. But that's pretty much the only reason I still have teeth is because I don't use toothpaste and I only use soft bristle, and I go real soft. So, but thank you. As I watch everybody going off to party and have fun, now I'm going to go crawl in a hole somewhere. Wish me luck. I'll get hired somewhere. All I have to do is just keep putting my face out there. Because I'll tell you, the biggest issue is like there's a lot of people there's a lot of people out here that tried to make it and didn't, or they don't put the work in. So they're a little ornery and vindictive. And so I have to, put in some extra effort to make sure that people know that I'm me and not another person. But give me 1 second and see if my blanket's still here. I left my blanket and hopefully it is still available. Somebody took it with him or snatched it possibly, or what's up? I have been walking the Walk of Fame, and I did a live stream and real proud of myself because I'm not like hiding and paranoid, and yeah, I'm on right now. What's up? I'm still alive right now. I was talking to people. I had 238 people. Yes. It's called Bigo. It's like an Asian. It's like think like Asian Twitter, but like less popular. You look super comfortable. What was it? No, thank you. Thanks for the offer, but do you think it is possible? I feel bad asking because how comfortable you look. That I might be able to. What's up? Yes, sir. If I may. Thank you. That's all I got. I hope it served you well. Thank you. All right, I'm going to try to go to sleep without getting the shit kicked out of me. Wish me luck. And you, it was nice to meet you. I'm staying. I don't want to invade your privacy.
Privacy to invade.
All right, well, I'm going to take a little venture up here and put my head down. Pretty hard to do that. All right. Yeah, that's a big thing is like privacy. You know, there's a lot of people out here who aren't really trying to have too much attention on them, and I don't really want to interrupt their, them having that privacy. But at the same time, I got to do my thing. So that's been the struggle. Is like feeling really bad for it, like I have in the past. I felt pretty bad for it. Like live streaming. It's like in the past I wouldn't at all, and now it's like things have gone too far for me, like where I really can't afford not to anymore. So like I'm no longer incognito because I can't do it anymore. For how far I've come on here. So just flash the lights. I mean, I really doubt that's. I mean, stranger things have happened, but he flipped his lights. I don't know if he's saying hi or. I mean, you never know. Like sometimes you wish that a party bus pulls up and flips the lights, and then they're just inviting you into a celebrity bus because it's life. But it does. I mean, people laugh at me for saying that, but I've had things like that happen. So, you never know. Anyway, I'm that guy that people are always like, that's not fair. I'm like, sorry. And now, like I said to that guy, I'm going to put my head down and just pray to God that I don't get my butt whooped for live streaming this late and right here. But we'll see. I am honestly to the point where it's legitimately worth getting my butt kicked. Because I can't afford to be quiet anymore. I really can't. Like, I'm so poor. Like, it's ridiculous. I can't afford to just be a wimp any longer. And I mean, for my situation, I'm being a wimp is what I'm saying. Whatever anyone else is going on is what they have going on. But me personally, I have to do something because I'm done having people BS me and be like, this is why things aren't working out. I'm like, I got to trust my instincts. I know what I'm good at. I know what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. I'm done giving up, everything I've earned for people who not only don't appreciate it, but didn't even work for it. A lot of really pretentiously spoiled people, and I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And I now finally have the backup that if anyone tries to take anything from me, that they'll end up getting themselves into either legal trouble or otherwise. So I made sure to come back with an army, per se, for lack of a better term. So now I got backup. I got law enforcement looking out for me, and I should be good as long as I refrain from saying anything too stupid. I should be all right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, and then like another thing is here. It's like I told you, it's just. I mean, it is. It is essentially like there's the better parts of it, but there's also like toxicity. And, like there's specifically toxic parts of the environment that are really disappointing. Um, and it's like I don't need to succumb to it either. You know, like I really don't. So no, I'm not gonna. And I could sit here and complain about how certain things got ruined over the past year in the city due to people being irresponsible, or I could just realize that I don't belong in that part of the culture anyway, and just mind my own business and not worry about it. Because like I'll try to be nice to people, and then they're, you know, where does it get me? So I'll make good with the mature ones. It seems to be the old school people that I get along with the best. But then like the people of the newer generations seem to be a little less, you know, agreeable. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Jeez. But it does make me mad. You know, like I look at what do you call it? It's not even worth mentioning. I don't even want to say anymore. I really don't. I had somebody message me and tell me that if I came to Las Vegas, that they would put me up in an apartment and get me a job. If I had some way to verify that, I probably would. But, you know, like this is home, but no matter what, I have to get a foothold. And the faster I can get a foothold, the better. You found a charging station. I mean, I kind of found a charging station, but once again, the issue is like people abuse the privilege and then end up losing the privilege. So like I was charging and minding my own business, and then they're doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing, and we got kicked out. And then I get kicked out too, and then I look like I'm there with them, you know? And it just bothers the hell out of me. It's like that's the only issue I've had while I've been in Hollywood. The only issue I've had is people who are like causing problems when there's no need to, you know, and like dive bombing, you know, like nosediving their own life and situation just to try and make me look bad when they're jealous or angry or not getting what they want out of me. And, you know, it's just like extortionists and abusers and scam artists and pedophiles and, you know, all that sort of thing. But it's just I don't have a way to like seclude from people because I'm out here. You know, like if I at least had like a roof over my head and a door that I could lock, then I wouldn't have to worry about people trying to constantly get something out of me and then be trying to make it look like I'm trying to get something out of them. Like I'll ask for a cigarette and somebody will ask me for an hour and a half of my time and anything else they can get out of me, you know? Or vice versa. You know, people will just come right up and be like, do you have drugs? I'm like, no, I don't. I'm sorry. And then like they know that I don't have drugs, and then they'll come back over and over again and continue to ask me. When they know, like they'll come back another time, like knowing for a fact that I don't have or do drugs. Like everybody out here, everyone, for the most part, that is homeless in Hollywood knows that I don't do drugs. Everybody knows I don't do drugs. So like, don't ask me for drugs. I don't do drugs. And if you don't want me blasting everything out there, don't be talking shit about me all day long when I'm not there, because I'm not stupid and I know you do. And I no longer have a reason to be afraid of you. So, you know, it's your turn to back down. And if you don't like it, I could leave and then, you know, I'll come back after round 2 is done. They didn't give you the proper respect those first 6 months. Now things are cleaned up. If you don't want it to get any more cleaned up, then leave me alone. I don't know how else to say it. Stay out of my way and leave me alone. I'm a very serious man, and pretty much everybody knows that. I have to admit to you, I don't need this, and I will walk through California if I have to. If we're really gonna make this big of a stink, and make me feel like I'm in danger, then I might as well go where there's actual danger and get some work done somewhere that there's far more wiggle room. Because I'm not doing this trash situation a third or fourth time. I'm not doing it. End of story. I got plenty of opportunity, and I don't have to do it here, but I want to, and that's kind of the idea, I'm so jealous. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am super jealous. When that bus pulled up and they flashed their lights, I was like, please let this be the part where someone steps out of the bus and is like, hey, get in. Like, I've dreamt of that. I really have. That, like, somebody would just pull up and invite me in, and then it'd all be over, and I could just move on into a better part of my life. I really have, and I still hope for that. What other cities do I like? Steve, by the way, you were mentioned in court, so like, I would highly recommend disappearing for a long time. Like you might want to find like a high class criminal that you could rat on, because witness protection would probably behoove you. Just as a heads up. I'm surprised you're alive. God's honest truth. What other cities do I like? I really don't anymore. I have such a bad taste left in my mouth during COVID, like going everywhere and trying to get help and just having almost everybody try to extort me, and like not give me a proper chance. I'm so sick to my stomach over it that I don't really care to be anywhere else. I barely want to be here, I love it here, but that still's like not much comparatively on an emotional level. Cigarettes, yeah, I need cigarettes. So I just figured I'd be like, cigarettes. It's a false beg thing. It's a joke. Why would you be dead? Oh, God knows I ain't talking about it on live stream. Poor bastard doesn't even know. And quite honestly, it's none of your business. Joy Toy, welcome to the broadcast. Curious Cat, welcome to Pigo. Paul, welcome to the broadcast. Nikki, thanks for the hearts. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I got into some pretty serious stuff over the past year. Like, I stopped being such a wimp, and I actually socialized. I have a lot of friends now. Law enforcement and not law enforcement. So, It's no longer my problem. If it's giving you I kind of want you to keep talking about it just so they take him away. That would actually be really nice. But one of my favorite things has become watching people who think they're untouchable get touched. Which sounds really bad, but it's true. Mr. Taco, Dee, Dollar Tree, and Kayla, welcome to the broadcast. Like, is this really happening? Like, am I seriously going to have to abandon America and, like, go through Mexico and travel the world, like, low budget? I'm going to be real with you guys. Like, if I really have to do that, I'm probably not going to take a phone with me, or, like, I'm not probably not going to do anything on social media, because, like, I'm just going to be so disgusted with the fact that nobody did anything other than, like, the most people are willing to do nowadays, from what I see, is, like, call the police or like 411 to try and get somebody help. Like, what happened to like actually lifting a finger in this country? Like, people almost never do anything for each other anymore, and it's disgusting. Like, that's pretty much all I do. And now I'm like seem to be alone in that endeavor. So I'm like, maybe I need to go to a country that hasn't become spoiled, on the fruits of labor and coddled by the government, Dude, shut up or I will show up at your house and I will kick the living shit out of you. God's honest truth. I'm not kidding. I am not the person I used to be. I am not a criminal, but I am a person that will show up at your house. And I don't care if it gets me served with papers. I will tell you, do not try and put a PFA out on me or make it legal. Do not put my name on paper, because if you do, I will burn your house down and beat you the fuck up. And I swear to God, my right hand to God, I do not have anything else to lose. Okay? You and a couple of people cost me everything. And I've been very patient. And now you decided to step back into my life after I put that boundary and I said, stop. And now when I tell you, I will show up at your house and I will beat you until your face looks like mine. Nowhere to lie. Swear to God, right hand to God. You can put it, law enforcement, if you're watching, record it and keep it for evidence in case he dies. If he dies, maybe I killed him. Because God's honest truth, I don't give a fuck. I got nothing else to lose. Shut up and keep walking. Do you now understand how serious of a man I am? I am not my father. I am so much worse. Don't fuck with me. I get sent to prison, you'll be murdered from prison. Don't try me. I spent 18 months locked up. I'm not doing it again. You try to cover it up, I'll talk about it from the inside. I still have that leverage. I don't plan to just spill it. It was an illegal arrest. Don't force me to talk. What's up, Michelle? Paige, welcome to the broadcast. You wanted to be special. You wanted to be important. You wanted me to focus on you. Well, now you got my focus. You got my attention. Careful what you do with it. Your best bet is to dis-a-fucking-peer. I already want you dead, and I've already been asked by 3 different people who offered to do it for free.
If it's going to happen, I will do it myself. Disappear. I literally got out of prison like 3 days ago. Fuck off. You don't have to understand. You'll be busy trying to remember how to understand by the time I'm done with you. You'll be wondering why you can't remember your own parents' names. Jay, thanks for the hearts. William, you forgot to do the Thanos stab. Snap goes William. How's that? That's real, by the way. Don't fuck with me. I am also known as Steb. For anyone who doesn't know, that's my street name. Now you know. And I'm really not to be fucked with. It's not a joke. I don't play at all. I don't hide from the police. I don't play these games. I'm not worried about getting incarcerated or any of that. I don't have anything to lose. What the fuck do I care? I don't. I honestly don't. So no more goody two-shoes, no more playing around. I have fought my entire life to get to this point. Every bit of work I've done is to get to this point, and I will die for this if I have to. That's how much it means to me. And for the people that took away the people that I love, you best disappear. To some of them did. Freaking you got millionaires and organized criminals running for the hills. You think this stupid Steve guy would take the fucking hint when you got organized criminals and millionaires like hiding from me? You should fucking hide. The only reason you're not dead is because you're stupid, and I feel bad for you. That is why you're not dead. Now you know. That's not a threat. I'm not trying to sound big. I am telling you a factual piece of information, that you are alive because you are ignorant. You are insignificant and ignorant, and I feel bad for you. And you have not been hurt because I recognize that you don't understand the magnitude of damage you caused. You've been left alive to be given a chance to learn. That's why you're breathing. You're welcome for being the reason you are breathing. As you attempt to step into my life and disrespect me, I'm the reason you're still alive. I've been in that position. That's why I did it for you. I don't need to know you. I just didn't want to see the same thing happen to you that happened to me. I wouldn't wish that I wouldn't wish prison on anyone. Death is better than prison, in my opinion. I've been there too, as have some of you. That was intense. It's not a joke. It's not even funny. That was about as real as it gets. It doesn't matter if this person is triggering me. I don't think people understand that this isn't just like a TV show or a movie. It's actual like real life. I don't think he understands that this is real life. It got real for me the moment I went to jail. It got real. When I went to prison, it went way past real. When I went to prison a second time, it was beyond real. Now it is, do not fuck with me. Because I'm done having people do stuff for me in that department. If it's something that's bothering me on this level, when I'm my shit sideways, we're gonna have a real life problem unless you leave me alone. I really don't have anything else to do but to show up at your house. I've said this to people before, and in case you didn't know, some of those people did end up learning their lesson. Law enforcement ended up showing up at their house and charging them. And that's the kind thing to do, is have law enforcement do it. But me personally, I don't roll that way when it comes to things that are so close to home. Hollywood's my home. You fuck with Hollywood, we have a problem. You fuck with my family, we have a problem. I don't care if I'm not talking to my family anymore. I don't care if my family hates me. You don't fuck with my family. Even if you're trying to be chummy and make me feel better about what they did, it doesn't matter. It's still my family, and it's not something you do.
Pass the bell with the lighter.
What's that? I don't have one. Sorry, man. Viper, welcome to the broadcast. Steve, I will personally take the, I don't even know what the fucking word for it is. I will take the long end of your guitar and I will put it up your anus. You will be like the guy on an episode of, well, what was that show? 13 Reasons Why. Just don't, when you kill yourself, I didn't do it, I swear. I'll just leave it at that. Viper, thanks for the share. It's meant alone. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, like, my behavior, my verbiage should tell you that, like, I'm being mistreated on a level that, like, you might want to back off. No, he didn't get me arrested. He tried to fucking produce evidence and it was all falsified. And the cops found out about it. And whenever I sat in front of the judge was like surprised and didn't know really what to do with the information. I was lucky because what ended up happening was I got a lesser sentence. I mean, I pretty much got the same sentence, but he could have given me far more. This is in Pennsylvania, by the way. My first incarceration was in Oklahoma, and then I had 2 incarcerations in Pennsylvania. And it is currently September something 2024. And I think, was it like September 12th or 13th or 14th or something? Yeah, so that's that. Miss Nikki, thanks for the hearts. Viper, thanks for the follow. Steve goes, that's the Nazi. No, it's not. It's not. Steb is Norwegian. The name is Norwegian. Oh, yeah. By the way, for anyone that doesn't know, I do not have any associations with white supremacy or Nazism. That is a rumor that was going around because while I was in prison, I shaved my head. But that didn't have anything to do with, what do you call it? That didn't have anything to do with being white whatsoever. I got you back, Steb. Thank you, Skippy. Who's in jail? Not you. You're not going to go to jail. I'm telling you, like you're not. If anything ever happens to you, I swear to God, the cops better get to you first because I'm not going to let you go to prison. You don't deserve the privilege of being fed and housed and having people wait on you hand and foot. You deserve a fucking beatdown, if anything. Your name being mentioned in court? Are you kidding me? Next to my name? You're so fucking lucky. You realize that I have do you know? I don't know if anybody's told you anything, but you should not be anywhere near anything having to do with my life. You are not on par with that, buddy. You're not. I know that you want to get a couple of views on your Instagram, but you're so far out of your league that you're going to get yourself killed. Like, it's not a game. It's really not a game. And my life has moved into the big leagues, and I'm still like sitting at the bottom slumming it. So I'm trying to tell you that you're in for a rude awakening if anybody decides to take a walk. And when I tell you that there are people like me out there that are walking the streets and travel, like they walk around the country, there are people out there who are a part of whatever they're a part of that are traveling state to state, and they don't play. And if they see this video, like, do you have any idea how many people I have defending me, both law enforcement, regular community, and in the criminal community? Like, literally every criminal organization has my back. Like, literally every single one. Because I was like a guy I went to prison over a civil offense, a civil accusation. I went to prison over a civil accusation, which only happened because it was in a commonwealth. In any other state, it wouldn't even be legal. So, like, I got the sympathy, and then I got the chance to, connect with and be kind to plenty of people. And thankfully, I don't have to worry about being considered associated with any organizations. But there's a lot of people in particular who would more than happily, put a knife right in your butt, who are furious to begin with at you and now know your address, and now you're trying to come into my broadcast while I'm literally in my own stomping grounds and disrespect me. You're not challenging somebody. You're legitimately committing suicide. Just so you know, like, if anything, someone should be calling 411 on you or calling 911 on you to get you a welfare check. You're literally coming into the broadcast of a hardened criminal and insulting me. And you're like a peon from the middle of nowhere. You need to watch yourself, because somebody will come after you. And I guarantee you, after what you said in this broadcast, you probably already do have people after you, officially. So good luck. And do not test my gangster on the topic of being a hardened criminal. Because the fact of the matter is, the only time I was ever a criminal was while I was in prison. Ironically. Out here, I'm not in the slightest. But don't get me wrong. When it comes down to it, I don't have the patience I used to have. It's like the opposite, where what it used to be was you had all these people who, there's a lot of people that say as they get older that they're not into crime anymore and da-da-da-da-da. Well, for me, I've never been into crime. I'm getting older. I'm running out of patience for people who don't respect me, and I don't have anything to lose. So don't come at me, because I might go the other way. And I know there isn't anybody right now who wants that. So you're making yourself enemy number one by trying to push me in the other direction. There's a lot of money invested in me not being a criminal. So you should shut the fuck up while you have a chance to shut the fuck up before someone shuts you the fuck up. Jamaris, welcome to the broadcast. Samantha, thanks for the follow. ID, thanks for the hearts. ID and Chai, welcome to Vigo. J-Love, welcome to the broadcast. 3D, pardon me, welcome to the broadcast. Like, I literally have the support of the American public. Don't fuck with me. This is my country. I love this country. I love the state. I'm pissed about how things are going. But I'm either going to fight to stay or fight to leave. Don't make me choose based on negativity, because that's not my vibe. ID goes, I was in prison. It's no joke. It ain't a joke at all. Dude, I got stabbed in the fucking neck while I was in prison. Literally. And I didn't say a fucking word about it. I didn't tell anybody until like later. Then when friggin' the dude got pulled off the block and ended up dealing with some stuff from other people, I didn't even tell anyone. Trey, welcome to the broadcast. Dang, prison 3 times. No. I went to jail once. I went to prison twice. Thank you. Jail and prison are different. Very, very different. Let's leave it at that. Anaya, welcome to Bigo. For sure, welcome to Bigo. Thanks for 2,000 hearts. Just give you dang. Fender up his bender. Ouch. I'm not violent. I'm not a violent person, I swear. And I never talked like this or have done anything like that before prison, or I should say before jail. Jail taught me how to talk like a criminal. Prison taught me how to be one. But before jail and prison, I didn't do anything. Like, I was literally the most innocent person you would ever meet. And, like, I would be dead if I didn't buck up in prison and smart enough in jail. When I was in prison, I did college courses. That's awesome. That's awesome. Zara, welcome to Bigo. See, I didn't have that same experience. I had a lot of, I don't want to say opposition, but like I had a lot of people, like they were very overprotective. So I wasn't really able to be a part of any programs or anything, which was like super irritating. Like I was eligible for probation and I couldn't get onto it and all this type of stuff. So it's all right. But it all worked out for the best. Like I ended up needing the rest. I needed to get the amount of sleep that I got and stuff like that. So it ended up working out for the best. They were right in doing things the way that they did, because I literally slept for like 4 months straight. I'm not exaggerating. I slept for 4 months, not nonstop, not like in a coma, but like I slept like I would say 12 to 18 hours a day for about 4 months. Mark Cud, welcome to the broadcast. Hakuna Matata, welcome to the broadcast. And I know there's a lot of people that were like really hoping that I wouldn't talk about things and that we were going to do this. But you know what I didn't count on? People being a bunch of fucking scumbags again. So now it's not my fucking problem. Don't underestimate me by my tone of voice. Tazak, thanks for the heart. Skippy goes, did you do time there in California? No, thankfully I've never had to deal with being incarcerated in California. And God willing, I will never have to deal with being incarcerated in California. If you want me to leave California and go travel through Mexico and never come back to America, like I said I was going to do if I ever got arrested again, then go ahead and break the friggin' blood pact we got. You know, that's fine. That was a joke. Oh my gosh, that was a joke. Anyway, Sharon, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Thanks for sharing the broadcast. We got 343 people in here. We got the battery. I got like 29%. I'm doing all right. Jayton, was the food good? What do you want me to lie to you? You know, like, are we really gonna do I have anything in my teeth? No. Are we really gonna go there? Like, are we really gonna talk about jail food? Because like let's just not, like, we can't go there. We really can't. Like, that's guaranteed. I will like be murdered or like set up for false suicide. Like, I swear to God, it's a really bad choice to talk about. Pretty much anything that happens in prison or jail is like best not to talk about. Lil D, welcome to the broadcast. ID, you said, I cannot confirm nor deny that piece of information. Sorry. Looks like we have a leak. Guess who's gonna get paid to find it? Frickin' proud bastards. People are fucking stupid, man. I love it. Good, stay dumb. Was the food good? See, what do they say in court? They said you're the father. Lovely, welcome to the broadcast. I grow flowers. Did you have to share a cell? What was your cellmate like? Can't talk about any of that. Can't. I won't. Sorry. Strawberry Bag, welcome to the broadcast. Mr. Tuga. Bad guy, boss lady, welcome to the broadcast. Michael Holiday. That's not what the cops in Claremore said. Alright, I'm going to tell you right now. No matter what anybody said, they're lying to you, more than likely. Because for every truth I got out there, I got 1,000 lies. I swear to you. So, you want the truth, you got to come to me. And if I can't tell you, I'm going to tell you I can't tell you. And yes, that is me saying that there's a fuck ton of liars out there. Fuck ton. I have a girl named Daisy I want you to meet. I don't really have a rebuttal. I was going to come up with like a joke in return, but you're just so insignificant that you genuinely aren't worth the energy to come up with like a joke. You know? You're really not. I'm sorry. I don't have the energy to no. Sabs, welcome to the broadcast. Juicy J, welcome to the broadcast. Dazak, where's a scar in the neck? I don't have a scar. I healed over. Damn, Danny, thanks for the follow. Free my mind, welcome to the broadcast. William goes, how'd your cellmates turn out? Yeah, I can't talk about it. Where's, Mexico sounds like a good idea. I'm thinking about it. I mean, if I'm just, hey, boss, cigarette. All right. See, that's the beauty of it. I can literally take everything from someone just because they told me no to one cigarette. It's fucking amazing. I have so much power. It's disgusting. I feel like Kanye West. Except I can't walk on water. Yet.
Mexico sounds like a good idea. Yeah. I'm like, I mean, if I'm stuck in a war zone either way, I might as well go to Mexico. I'll just go down through Mexico, go down through Panama. I'll actually get to travel Darien Strait, or I'll go around the Panamanian Canal, and I'll go down into Brazil. And then from Brazil, I'll get a freighter over to across the pond. It's a perfect plan. I mean, how many perfect plans have I had to travel the country and do all that stuff, right? And then the perfect plan didn't work out to be the perfect plan, but I still got it done. I still had a lot of fun. Zuck. Well, I am currently in California, and I am in Hollywood. And if you have something to say to me, you know where to find me. I'm not that hard to find. I'm literally, like, I don't go further than Sunset and Vine and the Hollywood Walk of Fame. If you ever really want to bother me, I'm really easy to find. And see, that's what my face looks like. I got some high beams. Smiling for the camera. So you know where to find me. Thanks for the share. Yeah, and like it always cracks me up when like here's the thing with the cops and stuff. So they'll be like, "We're protecting you," and like I get that, but I don't want you to any longer. And I told them that too, and now they're cool. Like it's just done. Like I'm not doing the whole police protection thing. I never was doing it. They were just trying to force me. And I'm like, look, I really don't want it. And I had to go, for 3 years from like 2021 to 2024, like adamantly saying like, I don't want police protection. I don't want police protection. And now I have gotten my wish. I no longer have police protection. Now, if and when I want it, all I have to do is say the word, but it's not my thing. Because when they're so close, then the truth is so far, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I guess my point is, if you think you're that much of a badass, you can find me on the Walk of Fame, or frickin' literally, I'm laying in a survival blanket outside the library. I'm not that hard to find. If you have a problem, come find me.
Я за кальянку, самый лучший кальян вообще в Лос-Анджелесе. Называется Level. Знаете там или нет? Да? Это моя любимая кальянка.
Nikki, thanks for the hearts. Code word Yalu Blue Tibia. Like, sorry, didn't know. And you think I'm afraid of criminals. Like, guys, I've dealt with international terrorists. I've personally secured and diffused friggin' cyber terrorist cells. I'm not afraid of these people. I'm not. For every punch you throw, I got 10 people to come your way. I'm not worried about it. Touchy subject while you're... It is. It actually, food, when it comes to jail and prison, food... So jail and prison are different, for anyone that doesn't know. But like... So I don't have any felonies, but I was housed at a facility that also houses federal inmates and state inmates. So I was like exposed to people who were like serious, like real criminals, like serious criminals, which really sucked. It was really, really fucking scary. The ones I was with were, treating me with a lot of respect and maybe had the same feelings to me of like, me being like just not worth the kill maybe. But I'll take it. At least I know my place, and I didn't like try to, poke fun or be an idiot about it. Yeah, no, food is a big topic because like there's you really can't get food that you want, and it's just very it's like I'm sure there's probably a good amount of people in the broadcast right now that are just like PTSD triggered about the food topic. It's so terrible. It's absolutely terrible. The topic isn't even just to touch on it. It was terrible. They let you watch the Trump rally when he got shot. I did see that. I did see Trump getting shot in the ear.
That was absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. I actually can, and I do sometimes, just because I'm a vindictive bastard. And you want to know why, you stupid motherfucker? Because you piss me off so bad. Instead of murdering you, I ask somebody for a cigarette, and when they don't give it to me, I snap my fingers, and they lose everything. So if you want to go die, then the next person won't have to lose everything when they turn me down for a cigarette. How's that sound? What people don't understand about people like me is that I'm handling a lot. There's not a lot on my plate. There's practically 400 pounds on my shoulders, and I can only carry about 350. So yeah, it comes out in a scream or two, pun intended. Sweetie Mabe, welcome to the broadcast. Mike on Holiday, thanks for the hearts. Jay, did you get the message someone posted about the midnight mission meal time so you can get warm food? Thank you. Yeah, no, I don't actually know about that. I'll have to take a look. I didn't get any messages about it that I'm aware of. Let me look at my... Yeah, no, I didn't get anything about that. I didn't get any messages about a Monday mission. Or, I'm sorry, midnight mission. But I do have access to food here, so I'm not worried. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's 2 places that give food, and as long as you wait long enough, you can get seconds. So I literally get 4 meals a day, which is, a lot.
Here, it's like this.
I'll tell you what, it smells like piss pretty much everywhere. How are you? Oh, by the way, I am currently live streaming, so if there's like a privacy thing for you, I don't want to. Okay. I don't have a PO because I'm not. Oh yeah, there's another big lie. I'm not on probation or parole. I've never been. Hopefully never will be. And anybody that's saying that is lying. William, no. I was, my father was a Navy SEAL. People get confused because we have the same name. And as far as special ops, that is something that I cannot discuss, but the official answer is no. And that is the truth. So that's 100% the truth. Buckeye, welcome to the broadcast. Dakota Show, welcome to the broadcast. ID, welcome to Bigo. ID goes, I agree. Jesse Ann, welcome to Bigo. Always agree with your women, or they will get laid by me. Possibly. Just kidding. See, I told you, I just have this... I don't know where my confidence comes from when I live stream, but I get on the internet and all of a sudden I'm a man. Jesse Ann followed you. Thanks for the follow. Bandman, welcome to the broadcast. Azak. I snapped my fingers 5 times in the last 30 seconds. One of those snaps is sending you back to prison. Okay. Well, don't worry. I'll send you back to God. JT, welcome to the broadcast. ID, cigarettes. What's the plan in LA? Want to start a band? You know what, Steve? After I'm done kicking your ass, I will more than happily be in a band with you. JT, what are your favorite foods on the road? I love walking tacos. I'm not really on the road anymore. And I'm really not trying to go back to talking about on the road. As long as that's cool. Saroka, Mike, Mrs. Cookies, thanks for the hearts. Yes, I know. Yo, I caught wind of that. She almost ended up going to prison. I had to talk to them out of sending her to prison. She's lucky she's my sister. Right now she'd be in prison. Thanks for 3,000 hearts. No, I'm trying to sound like a dick on purpose. Calm down. Let's get the views up. Oregon, 2 plain burgers, no toppings is best food. Just keep walking. Broadcast ID. Yeah, no. Same thing happened with my father's records that happened with my birth record. So there is currently no record of my birth. Like, I can't prove my existence without, like, people in my life. Because, so apparently Geisinger doesn't keep records for, like, super far back from, like, the 2000s. So my birth record doesn't exist anymore. So I can't retrieve it. And my father had his records in the building that Timothy McVeigh, the guy that bombed that federal building, and I think it was in Oklahoma. His records got burned up. William, welcome to Bigo. Jay, yeah. Am I making friends in LA already? I honestly don't know, because one thing I have to say about LA is that everyone is a professional actor. And I think I might have like a couple of friends, possibly, but I'm not 100% sure, because I'm not socially adept enough to actually know whether or not people are being friends with me or they're just like doing what they're supposed to be doing, whatever that might be. Chris, welcome to Vigo. Steve, you should go to Venice Beach. Believe it or not, I am now officially very connected in Venice Beach, thankfully. I got very lucky where I got to Venice and I got picked up by, I guess, apparently like the most influential people in town. And now I am safe. I look like a major wimp, but I'm safe. Ira Flowers, have you met any famous people in LA? I mean, based on my definition of famous, yes. Based on like the typical definition of famous, not really. There's not as many famous people in Hollywood as you would think, or at least maybe I guess I just don't see them. Considering how many times I've walked up and down the frickin' Walk of Fame, I figure I would have seen, like unless I just didn't recognize people, I don't know, but I don't really see too many famous people, at least in Hollywood. At least I didn't anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
but it's fiction.
Gamer Girl, what's up, Howard Hill? ID, thanks for the hearts. What's up?
Cheap, fizzy ass things from entertainment.
Oh my god, that's fucking disgusting. Are you kidding me? Oh, don't even tell me that. Somebody do it. Yo, if we got a moderator in here, you can officially block that. I don't want to have anything to do with that. People are so fucking weird. If I fucking knew how weird some of the people I used to associate with are, I would never have associated with them. The moment that my life went somewhere important and I actually did something with myself, you see how they got, and fuck no. Just get rid of that. I don't want anything to do with it. Thank you. I could literally puke. It literally made me sick to my stomach. This record got burnt up. Imagine if they had computers back then. They could have stored that info. Yeah, essentially, I mean, that's where the nickname Ghost came from, because I guess essentially all the way from my grandfather, we've been like social servants for like 3 generations, and I'm the first guy to have the balls to actually say something and stand up for our family. Because apparently my dad and his dad were too much of pussies to say anything. So, me personally, I'm not afraid. I made the proper connections. I'm good. I know who I need to know to stay alive. Gamer Girl, thanks for the hearts. Do you know John Allgood? No, I don't know who that is. Love, welcome to the broadcast. Green, welcome to the broadcast. Vintage. Oh, block that Steve, if you will, please. Because that's just bringing negative chemistry, negative energy. Vintage, you need to go to Malibu to see celebrities. I've been through Malibu. but I was there for like 5 minutes. It was like very quiet. Like there weren't a lot of people when I was there. It wouldn't be hard. I don't have a PO. Can you block that person, please? I don't have a PO. Stop trying to force me into stuff. Queen Key, welcome to the broadcast. Girl. That's something I learned about society. The more you give them, the more they'll take. So I'm standing up for myself. It's my turn. By the way, that information was formerly top secret. It is currently no longer. So I can say what I want. And if you got a problem with it and you decide to arrest me, I don't have to sue. I will just leverage your secrets against you and then you'll work for me later. It's up to you. That's my way of saying those sirens better not be for me. Look at the amount of power that I've amassed with 18 months of incarceration. Imagine what I would do if you put me... Yeah, you put me on a black site, I'm taking over a fucking third world country. Swear to God. We're not playing this game. Thanks for 4,000 hearts. I welcome to the broadcast. Gamer Girl, thanks for the hearts. Yeah, get rid of it. I don't see a Steve. Well, they're probably circumventing they're probably hacking it. Okay, yeah, do me a favor. If we have law enforcement here in California on the broadcast, which more than likely there's probably at least one cop on the broadcast. I need you, if you could, or an independent, if anyone wants to take the job, you get paid. Go ahead and track this guy down and get him put in prison, because they're going to kill him if he doesn't go to prison. Or kill him, if you want to kill him. I'm not calling a kill order. I'm just saying, like, if you do it, it's not really a problem. I'm not really complaining about it. Anyway, moving on. Vintage, you'll see celebrities in grocery stores. Malibu just had a chill cook fair full of celebrities. Cool. Very cool. ID. Yeah, no. Guys, this is personal. It's like very, very personal at this point. Like super personal. Kind of new, legendary on Instagram and YouTube. Oh, thank you. Ironically, I'm the least known on the internet compared to other sources. But I think people are saying that because they want to draw attention from the real world fame that I've actually attained. Because they're scumbags and they're jealous. Dude, I'm not even going Super Saiyan. You have no idea. You have no idea. What I'm doing right now is like what a cat does when they play with their food before they eat it. Come on.
I guess the reason they get wisdom cans.
How much will I pay you? I might actually have a spare cigarette. Just kidding. I wish I did. Moonshine and King Aragon, welcome to the broadcast. I'm waiting for him to call over so I can wait. Jay says, no, I've seen you a lot on socials. Thank you. What do you think is your appeal? What is my appeal? I'm sorry, I'm playing games with the cops. My appeal is that I am a professional dick. And like, unlike most people, I'm actually good at it when I want to be. But the thing is, like, I have people I care about, and there's like people that are kind of in my real life. And it's really weird because I've never had friends before, and like people that I care about. It makes me want to cry. But then they laugh. Like, people laugh at me too. Like, it pisses me off. Like, people make fun of me behind my back, and then they wonder why they keep losing shit. They wonder why they keep getting their asses kicked, and they literally haven't traced it back to me until now. And I literally had to like confess it out loud for can figure it out. Like, not you, or I've never even met him. But, like, motherfuckers need to respect me, and they don't understand that they have to. Like, there isn't an option. And I don't know why there's people that believe that there's an option to it. But I don't confront them. I bite my tongue. I put my head down. I go submissive, and I just wait it out, and then I walk away. I do my own thing, and the rest is not my problem. I leave them to the wolves is what I do. So am I doing anything to people? No. What I'm not doing is protecting them. Because it's not my duty to protect it. It's not my job. So if they want to be fucktards, I leave them to the wolves. And that's it. And I honestly don't feel bad about it. Seems really busy there. No, it's actually super quiet. It's just there's a police helicopter that's just like looking for somebody or something. So they keep going overhead over and over. It's water. Thanks for the hearts. Zatura, welcome to broadcast, Steve. Do I still owe you the 340? I don't even know what that means, honestly. It's water. Thanks to the 100. Yeah, no, God's honest truth. If you send me to prison, I will probably end up taking over the state of California. Don't test me. I took over the and you guys already know what fucking territory I took it over while I was incarcerated. They're like, you can't have this. We're gonna put you in jail just because you said it. Fucking, I did it from jail. Made it easy for me. Am I cold? Thankfully, I'm not cold because I had a very kind individual that gave me a blanket. What I can say about friendship is that money can't buy you friendship, but money can buy you things that connect you with people who want to. Yes. Yeah, so like money can get you connected with people who do the same thing you do, whatever it is that you do. And if you don't have physical money, resources are a type of money. That's why they call it monies. And, you know. Oh, I'm really fucked. You have no idea. Like, I officially went over the edge today, and there's nobody I could possibly blame or have cover for me. So, that's it. I'm in. And it's either prison or fame. And the fame part kind of already happened, so maybe I could just find a way to get rich. I guess I'm going to have to associate with criminals. I really didn't want to, but considering I technically might have become one, we're not going to talk about that. Now it's time to, be really rich. Because it's like the other part of it. Like, how else do you explain how I got famous? Like, you literally can't. We're not, like, it's legal. Like, it's a thing. Like, we literally can't talk about it. So, I don't have the patience to, like, I'm not going to be controlled. If you want to replace me, go ahead and just wait, wait 20 years. We're not going to get into that either. Moving on. Yeah, like, people expect me to have respect for an industry where, like, I'm supposed to submit full control to people who don't even know what the fuck they're doing. And it's not going to happen. Like, I did better when I didn't have people telling me what to do. So if you really know better, then prove it and quit trying to teach me lessons, because obviously I'm not open to it at this point. I'm fucking pissed. I'm tired. My body's falling apart. Nobody gives a fuck. And I'm expected to give a fuck when no one else does. And it's not going to happen. Offer you resources from that place you were. That's the thing. They really couldn't, because just the whole situation, the whole situation with what went on in my life. there wasn't really, because of the fame, I couldn't get in anywhere. That's the real reason. The amount of social attention I have on me, I couldn't go to any shelter over in Pennsylvania. They wouldn't let me in anywhere. And that's not their reasoning. They didn't say that. That's not what they said. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Well, whatever reasons they have, it's fine. Like I don't have any qualms. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. Jay, sensitive. Do you make friends, enemies, or stay to yourself while in? I stayed to myself for the most part. I pretty much just stayed to myself. Like have you ever noticed? People knew about me, but they didn't really get to know me because I pretty much kept to myself. Water, thanks for the hearts. Steve. Dude, I'm seriously going to shave your nose off with a razor. I swear to God. Like, I'm going to come to your house and shave off your nose. Just so you know, this dude in the broadcast has like a fetish for torture, so it's actually turning him on. So I figured I'd roll with it. He's giving me hearts, so I might as well. I'm a provider. What can I say? Thanks for 5,000 hearts. Kendrick goes, hey, what's up, bro? What's up, dude? Lacey, welcome to the broadcast. Kendrick, yeah, everybody's pretty much moving to Texas, and I'm just like, fuck you. I'm not. I like Los Angeles. You got all these people that are selling out for Texas and selling out for Utah and selling out for Las Vegas. Like they got everything they wanted from California, and then they fucking left. I may be new here, but that's not really how I was taught to do things. Unless there's like reasons beyond my understanding, But when there's loyalty, there's loyalty. That's what I was taught, to have loyalty and maintain it. And when I had nothing and I was literally shitting sideways and like practically pooping on myself, the city of Los Angeles was here for me. The town of Hollywood was kind to me. And I actually was able to have a home. I may not have like a physical, like an apartment or something, but I have a home. I have a place I can call home. I have people that I may be stupid enough to trust, because people say don't trust people, but personally I have people that I do actually trust more than I've ever trusted anyone. And it may not be a lot of trust because I'm not good with trust, but there's people that I trust here. Big cities usually have housing for people starting over. Yeah, a lot of people were pulled off the street to be put in temporary housing. There's like nobody on the street anymore. It's absolutely crazy. Like literally there isn't anybody on the street. There used to be people all over the place, and now there's like nobody. Chilling at the house. I'm 35, Texas, born and raised. I'm Irish and Puerto Rican. Oh, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for being here. Kettrick, Black, Irish, and Puerto Rican. I've never been there. Well, Los Angeles is absolutely gorgeous. The people are amazing, and the resources are abundant, no matter what your interest. Job placement was given to me after prison, since felons have a hard time getting jobs. Well, I'm glad you were able to get a job. That's good. Like I said, I was just housed in a facility that gave me the reputation of a felon without any of the, how do I put this? I hate people. Just kind of just leave it at that. For the most part, I do. Yeah, I got it. I'm good. Kettrick, thanks for the follow. In Dallas, everywhere. Yeah, people know house. Yeah, like nobody talks about this, but inside information, past couple years, yeah, Texas has been absolutely awful. And I don't know how people think that it's the opposite in Texas, but the homeless population in Texas is absolutely out of control. Out of control. Like, there are more homeless people, almost double the amount of homeless people in Texas as there ever have been. As there ever has been. However, I don't know if I'm saying that right. In California. Jay, you got out and got to LA fast. How'd you do it? I had a bus. Got on a bus. Ketrick. Yeah, no, if, what do you call it? If they send me out of the state, I swear to you, I'm taking everything that's mine with me. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You got an issue with that? Take it up with whoever was dumb enough to send me out of the state. Catcher goes, I'm building my new cinder block house. That is awesome. That sounds really cool. Have you heard of Santa Monica close-up on YouTube? There's lots of homeless people, like 70,000. There are not 70,000 homeless people in Santa Monica.
No.
There's like 30, maybe.
30,000.
No, 30.
Yeah, I think there's that many in there.
Like, I've been all over Santa Monica. I'm pretty sure I saw like 30 homeless people tops. Yeah, Venice is pretty quiet.
The thing is, they're in shelters.
Catcher goes, I draw blueprints. I'm renting a room. That's awesome. Building your own home sounds really cool. Ribeye, welcome to the broadcast. For almost 1,000. This prison gives us a bus ticket. Skippy prison hooks you up. No, they did not. Ketrick. So it's cheaper to build your own cement, mortar, and cinder blocks. Yeah. Guys, you gotta admit, you had to have known this was coming. It's like, have you ever heard the story? So there's two stories. One is the turtle and the scorpion, where the turtle carries the scorpion and the scorpion stings the turtle. And the turtle's like, why'd you do that? And the scorpion's like, because I'm a scorpion. And then there's a story about a young Native American carrying a snake over a mountain. And at the other side of the mountain, the snake bites the boy. And the boy says, why? And the snake says, because I'm a snake. What I'm saying to you is, I'm a social media influencer and a C-list celebrity. What the fuck did you think was going to happen when it comes to your mediocre wannabe secrets? You shouldn't have fucked with me, and you'd have been better off never to have been. You should never have bothered me to begin with. I'll leave it at that. I don't have anything else to say. I'm not going to attack anybody, but your secrets aren't my secrets. Your secrets are some petty ass shit. I don't plan to ever talk about them. As long as your life and my life don't overlap, and there's something I want to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. And if it affects you, that fucking sucks. You shouldn't have threatened my life. You shouldn't have invaded my privacy. You shouldn't have incarcerated me. You shouldn't have split up my family. You shouldn't have attempted to kidnap my child. You shouldn't have murdered my father. You shouldn't have put to rest either of my foster parents. I could go on. But your corporate secrets are now minuscule. And next time you want to do business, you should find somebody else, because I told you to fuck off a good 10 years ago. That's all I have to say. Good luck. Because I don't need it. And I beg you to find out, because I would love retribution. I wouldn't love anything more than for you to be stupid enough to think me ill-advised and mentally ill. Because if you do, I win and maintain the element of surprise. Like I said earlier, I'm not my father. boycott his jeans. I'll tell you something too. Just let me catch up on comments. I'll tell you something really fucking funny. Something that happened today. I went on a little adventure today. I'll tell you what I found. It's cheaper to build your own cement mortar bricks. Catch it. It depends on the dimensions. I got you. Do you really think I'm a hacker? I really think that you're a sociopath because I literally threatened to murder you, and you're just like continuing on with the conversation as if it didn't happen. And that really concerns me. Like, I don't threaten people or make promises. I inform you that you're about to die. You know? And like, I don't think it's registered for you, I guess. It's all right. You're not gonna, because it's, broadcast, and I can't make any real decisions in the public because I don't want to go to jail or anything. It'd be really inconvenient. JT, sounds like you're hanging out with some cool people right now. Right now, I am by myself. But in LA, yes, I do. I am thankful to have some pretty good company most of the time. What's up? I got money given to me when I got discharged from prison. It was $5,000. Wow, good for you. Catch it. It's like two bed, two bath. Yo, boss, you ain't got an extra one on you, do you? Yeah. Jay, after being in jail for a bit, how do you get money for a bus phone, headphones? Not judging. Well, I had somebody help me out. I can't really say, but somebody helped me to get here. Oh, sorry, bro. How old is your kid? I can't talk about it at present. Keshick. I like long and short house, 1,000 square foot. Cool. See this. Steve, shut up. Ketrick. Do I have to, I'm not reducing myself to blocking that scumbag on my own, like with my own two hands. I'm not doing it. Hey, what? Homie. You alright?
You're good?
You good?
Hey.
Yo.
Hi, boy.
Homie. Brody.
I mean,
You alright?
Okay?
You alright?
Okay.
Good?
Fine.
Heard a story about Jefferson. I'm feeling the vibes. My hair was standing up for a second. Now I know why. Do I travel a lot? No, I do not. Catcher goes, I'm sitting, just got through eating ribs, steak, chicken, and nachos. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. People just assume that, like, being out here means I'm hungry. And, like, I'm not really hungry because I'm in California and we get fed here. You know, this isn't like most states where they just starve their homeless and put them in prison. We actually eat here. Posting my house. That's right. There's some like creepy kid over in the corner. I honestly don't know. Hey, that's true. Catch you, yeah. CF over the broadcast. Hi, what's up? Here for How are you? I'm good. How are you?
When I go in.
You said blow me. I don't know who said that. I didn't say that, did I? I don't think I did. Amanda, hello. What's up? How are you? Amanda, thanks for following. It's beating you online. Cowboys. It's good. Alright. I can only put up with so much creep in one day. Yeah, I've had enough for one day. Yeah, like I'm honestly at this point, like I'm going all out. This is fucking done. I don't care what it costs or who wants to be in or what. If you're up for it, show up. If you want the job, take it. Don't worry about getting paid. Everybody knows that I'm good for it. And as soon as I have cash money, you guys already know how I operate. Good luck keeping it in my hands. I don't give a fuck. If I end up broke again, that's fine. I want to live my life. CF, thanks for the follow. I don't care what people think of me near as much as I want to live my life. Like, am I actually gonna have to become a criminal? Like, is this a thing? Is this gonna be a thing? Because we may go that route. I'm not kidding. Enjoy your life. Thank you. I will. You too. Patrick, yeah, you buy what makes you happy when you get paid. I will. I plan to. I figured it would be easier to get a regular job here in California. I really did. It was just an assumption that there's probably a lot of people in my situation, in my position, that like live in this state. So I figured I wouldn't have all that much trouble, getting employment. But it's still not easy, which is kind of annoying.
They took that left envelope and
Jay, I think he's still there because he didn't stop broadcasting. Yeah, I figured. He's still there? That kid leaves? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's weird. No, when I was where was I? Because this isn't it is declassified. When I was helping them with the bomb, the train bomb in Carpinteria, some fucking weird motherfucker pulled up and took a photo of me. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I was crouched by the thing and like had my phone plugged in by the state park, and I was trying to take care of something. And freaking dude takes a picture of me and puts it on the internet. And apparently, this kid was coming up and freaking live streaming me. I am not responsible for whatever happens to that child. I'm not responsible for that. That was a personal choice they made to freaking creep up on me and videotape people without their permission. So that's on him. VC, welcome to the broadcast. Go do what you gotta do. Yeah, so I'm done. Steve, just so you know, there's like, I'm not even gonna tell you. You're fucked. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. Nope. It's not my problem. Trust me. Picture, Kelly, print resumes at the library. That's the thing, is like, I can't put a lot of the stuff on my resume. I'm like, I don't really have anything I can put on my resume. I really don't. I haven't had a normal job in like 8 years. I had a regular job like 8 years ago for like 6 months. They have day labor jobs there. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm not going to say anything more. But I feel like I probably wouldn't get picked up. They'd be like, what is this kid doing here? Like, he doesn't even go here type of thing, you know? I don't think it would work out. I could try, but like, I don't think it would work out. Do they have, yeah. Spasibo.
Well,
James.
James.
Nice to meet you. If you see yourself on the internet, whatever happens to that boy, I did not see. It is not my problem. And if you want me to do it, let me know. I was told that he was videotaping us. That's what one of my fans just told me, is that he walked up and he was videotaping us. Which is not only illegal, but really fucking creepy. I told you guys I'm not a criminal. Obviously, I'm not very good at it. Somebody dropped a J. Shut up. I'll tell you. Ooh. Oh, I can't. I'll tell you. The beauty of being overqualified is that I can broadcast and smoke on screen, and they won't shut it down. Ready? Watch. They'll violate me, right? Like, people report me and they'll violate it, and the violation will show up, and then it'll disappear because I'm making the company so much money that they won't take me off the platform. How did Steve reproduce like a roach? Steve has children? Dude, there were rumors. Oh, I can't talk about it. Fuck, I can't talk about it. Guys, come April of next year, I can say whatever the hell I want. They are not going to grant a re-upping of the you-know-what. They're not going to. Because I haven't bothered anyone in like almost 3 years. So they don't have the grounds. They don't have the legal grounds to grant it. If they do grant it, I may fight it. But there's a lot of stuff, like a lot of explanations that I owe you guys that I like physically, like I literally can't give you right now. And it's causing it. Oh, I don't even talk about it. I think they'd hire younger, stronger looking guys. Here's the thing though. I'm then taking jobs from people that might not be able to get a regular job, you know? And I don't feel right about that. It's a dog-eat-dog world, but like, how much of a dick do I gotta be? You know, like, there's gotta be a way. It will get renewed. Oh my god, get off her dick, bro. Jeez. Fucking weirdo. You don't want to work. No, I mean, do I? Who does? But I'm going to. What I need is an address that I need an address and I need a proof of address so I can open a bank account and I can order from Vital Statistics my birth certificate because they require my ID, which I have, and a bank card in my name. And then I'm able to order my birth certificate. And then once I have my birth certificate, I have 2 forms of ID, and boom, I got a job. Like, pretty much anywhere here will hire me. I just have to get a job. I just have to have proper documentation. But, like I said, leveraging. But I guess I'm going to have to go all out. That's fine. Oh, and for anyone who thinks I'm some, like, just unbiased individual, I'm sorry. I'm just like everyone else and I have my preferences. And if you don't like that, you don't have to like me. I treat everyone equally, but I'm going to like who I like, and I'm not going to like who I don't like. I have a personality. I'm not a robot, you know? Water goes, why don't you go back on Social Security? I've never been on Social Security. What are you talking about? Yeah, this will clear out. This is good. This is good. I like how you're asking the questions too, because it keeps you totally, on it, not that you don't have to be accountable. Is that the word? But yeah, if you guys have like actual questions about the rumors, just ask, and if I can answer it, I will. There's one singular person that I cannot talk about. Beyond that, I will tell you anything you want to know. For the most part, there are certain things that are still considered governmentally classified or secret, and I can't talk about them. Beyond that, I will tell you anything that you would like to know. Oh, it's a perfect idea. All right. Got it. I'm sorry. I'm so raging mad. It's not even funny. I'm fine though. Dress you can use last night. Am I wrong? Yeah, no, definitely wrong on that. I do not. I have an address that I can use for like stuff online, but I don't have an address that I could get stuff delivered to. I just like most people. You know what? For good reason. You can get food stamps. Yeah, can't say rumors about. Yeah, because they involved a person that I can't talk about. So I can't talk about it. Dude, if you want clout, just go chase someone who's going to give it to you. Free bus passes. Yeah. Who's a weirdo now? Still you. I'm sorry to tell you, bud, but you are probably one of the creepiest people I have ever met in my entire life. And I don't even you know what? I acknowledge your presence because you are so obsessed with me to the point where it actually benefits the growth of my platform. So it's like you're doing me a service, and I feel obligated to acknowledge your existence. Why am I mad? Why am I mad? I don't know. Claire, welcome to Vigo. Is this like in... No, there's no custody situation, thankfully. Turns out I don't have a child. As far as I know. I think I might. That's where I'm at. Like, I'm not totally convinced. I've never seen any physical proof. No one showed me. For me, it's still rumor. But it's fine. You and that guy from Georgia still friends? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Claire, hello. How are you doing? I'm good. Is there a halfway house or something? Like you stay and use your address? Not really. Not really. Clara, check your inbox. My inbox. I think I have to. Do I have to wait till after? Oh, wait. Oh. Hello and what's up to everybody that sent the messages. Thank you. I got hellos and stuff. I checked my inbox. I got people saying hi. If you sent me a message while I'm live, well, no, that doesn't make sense because those other messages are showing up. I didn't. You have a lot going for you, but not using it. Caseworker can help you with a job. Yeah, I'm gonna probably talk to one on like Monday. Elizabeth, thanks for the follow. Yeah, for anyone who's curious, that's actually not what happened at all. What happened was Well, awkwardly, I was actually arrested on native land by regular police, and that whole debacle turned into like this whole thing where they thought they were going to get me put in a position where I would get murdered so it would silence me, and it went the opposite way, and now they're really, really, really fucked. But like, hey, I technically owe you $1,000 if you want to drag my ass back and make some more friends. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize it, but you accidentally got me famous. When people found out that I didn't do it, you lost all credibility, and I have the upper hand. But if we want to play that game, I have the rest of my life to play it. JT, welcome to broadcast. Jay, I'm a med professional. I think we all need someone to talk to. Yeah, I agree. Everyone is famous when someone else is talking about it. It's true, though. I agree. Tink. Shouldn't it be travel police? They messed up if it was regular police on travel land. Oh my gosh, it's not even... That's like not even the start of it. So essentially, like I said, I just put my head down, say, you know what? You got it all figured out. Go ahead and have fun. And then about 9 months later, when the cold didn't kill me, which was expected, I just kept going and going and going. And now after 3 rounds, I think we're good. I learned my lesson, and I'm hoping they learn theirs too.
He was quick about it.
That we all peacefully and respectfully parted ways. But I'll tell you, as long as they're talking about me, I don't have anything in the law saying that I can't speak my piece. Freedom of speech. Manx smoking a Bigo. Oh, they could charge me with whatever they want. They could do whatever they want to the cops. I get it. They could do whatever they want. But, things have gotten to the point where there will be, legal repercussions. And the best part is I could sit here and say it wrong and not even say it the right way, and it'll still happen the way it's supposed to. I could be the front runner or the victim. It's your choice. Baby girl, welcome to the broadcast. Amen to that. Thank you, Water. Steve. What's up, dude? How are you?
Less comfy.
You say you're less comfy? Yeah, me too.
I was gonna lay down right there, but it's there's so many people right now everywhere I go.
Are they really?
It's crazy.
What, they just all come back all of a sudden?
But it's crowded up. There you are. I was looking. Yeah, it's crowded. And suddenly there's like, dude, everywhere I go, there's like nonstop cars.
Well, you're more than welcome to hang out if you want to.
I'm engaging right now. I'm like an animal.
I can very much relate at this moment. John, welcome to the broadcast. Water, keep preaching. Something like that, right? Gamer Girl, thanks for the hearts. Water says, unjustified prison time is a thing. You're telling me. You wouldn't believe. I would say, and now I don't want to play jailhouse lawyer here, but I would say a good 75% of the people that I met on the inside didn't belong there, weren't supposed to be there. So, I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody that may be going through something. They need to be there for whatever reason, beyond whatever the charge may be. But realistically, there are a lot of innocent people that get locked up. It's disgusting. And I'm saying on a level that you really can't make it up. And what's sad is there's so many people in there that are just beaten into hopelessness to the point that they don't even try to plead their situation any longer. It's just That's it. They just gave up. See, our prison system needs serious overhauling. That is like the biggest understatement I have ever heard. I agree with you 1000%. Skippy, you're by far the most interesting broadcaster I've watched tonight. Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Jay, without giving personal details, who's the best person you met while incarcerated? I'm not going to say. I'm not going to. That's, well, without giving any details. It's to not give any details. I'm not going to talk about any of that. JC, welcome to the broadcast. Frank, welcome to the broadcast. Do I smoke weed? Kinda. I mean, here and there. Not too much out here. Not too long ago, I got to use like a vape pen type thing, and like it got me a good kind of high. But every experience I've had has been with like,
Hey,
I guess,
how do I get to a fucking like 2024 shit?
I guess like a joint or something. I don't know the words for this stuff yet. And it was I just didn't have a good experience. But with the weed pen,
Which one?
oh my gosh, that was a good experience.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jason, thanks for the follow. Weed is amazing. Take that sad loose hope
Right now,
on the inside.
So it's down there.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough in there.
I'm trying to get pointed.
Big boy, welcome to the broadcast.
Fine, go down there and pay visit. Do you want me to walk to you? Yeah, do you want to take you there?
Nah, bro, because you guys seem like you're having a party, so it's like, it's all good. Sure.
It's not going to be a big sign. It's like this level 5. This is nothing.
It's like a universal.
And I'm here.
How many miles is my money?
Go down here and find the street. Be on the left. It'll be about shoulder height.
Wait,
That's the big 10-foot building down there. 5 minute launch.
Yeah, but that's usually bro.
I need my torch.
No, it's not the watch. No, I'm trying
it's
to
the
figure
best
it
thing you
out.
learn from me.
I don't want you guys to use
Oh, no.
We do this every day.
I'm going that way anyway.
No, I'm trying to figure it out.
The number one thing I learned in prison is that loyalty is everything.
You got it, Nick?
Okay, I'll take it off. Huh? I'll take it.
Steve, get the fuck out of the broadcast before someone ends up killing you. Jay, people get handshake around you? No, they're chilling. Everybody's chilling. Yo, boss.
Am I in your way?
No, right here.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
You know where I got the chair from, right? All the way up fucking Highland. Oh, Netflix with me, brother? Yeah, bro, I'm looking for that. Netflix is by McDonald's. It's right across the street from McDonald's. Right across the street. These hurt. Sorry about that, bro. No, you should, brother. You should. You can't start. Brother, I appreciate it. I know, it's all good, brother. Not saying sorry. If anything, that's the strength. How would I be able to get to that Netflix though? I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one it is though. It's the pink. Is it the one that's by the train station? No. So we're not like talking about the wrong one.
You're talking about the one by the pizza they do.
Yeah, you eat it up or
No, dude, next Main Street, you go down 2 blocks, and it's right on the right hand side. It's right after McDonald's. Maybe that's good. No. The one you're talking about? Always the rush.
okay, it's just not winning phone call.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna head out. I'll talk to you real soon. All right. Have a good night. Don't forget to follow. Thank you.
You ran around people or that's your family?
It's random people.
That's what's up. My homies do that shit all the time. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, my advice is keep them off the internet.